So, today I'm going to talk to you about morning routines and how you can start to improve your mornings so that you can make sure you're getting the essential tasks done right away and basically get that feeling of accomplishment really early, like right after you wake up. So, right now I'm at a point where I wake up pretty much at the same time every day, which is around 5 o'clock in the morning. And like it's been very it's been very good because if I can wake up at the same time every day, then it's predictable. I know I know like what I'm gonna do that morning. And it means that when I look back at the last like 20, 30 days, I can put a check mark on these tasks that I'm prioritizing. So, for example, like recording a YouTube video, I'm starting to do this first thing in the morning. It's actually the first task that I'm doing. And by doing this, getting it done before anything else, it means that I'm getting the outputs done, or sorry, I'm getting the inputs done so that, when I look back to like 30 to 60 days back, I can see that I have a tally of 30 to 60 days worth of videos, and I do it first thing in the morning. So think of that feeling of like a portfolio of work just because of a simple task that you've been doing every morning. It's a good feeling. So the key is to there's a lot of things that we can do in our mornings, and you hear of things like journaling, meditating, reading, working out, cold shower, and creating content, working on your business work. So how do you like prioritize out of all these things you can choose to do first thing in the morning? How do you prioritize and figure out like what task do I need to do? Like, yeah, I want to improve my mornings, but what task do I need to do? And I would say it just depends on your goal. If your biggest goal right now is losing weight, then the first task you should do shouldn't revolve around journaling. First task you want to do shouldn't revolve around meditating. The first task you should do is go to the gym or go on a walk and start stretching, like literally first thing in the morning. So, I'll talk to you a little bit about what my morning routine looks like, my number one goal right now, and then I will also talk to you about how you can just make an improvement to your mornings and start setting yourself up pretty good for the day and putting yourself on a pretty good path. So, right now I'm waking up, like I said, at 5 a.m. or so, sometimes 4:45, sometimes 5:30. And the first thing I do is I go in to my bathroom, brush my teeth, and like splash cold water on my face. I like do my hair so I could look good for these videos. But Then I I make my bed every morning just because it feels good to make my bed and it's a sense of accomplishment. And then I get a coffee, drink the coffee a little bit, and start pulling up my notes for the video, reading through the notes, and then I record the video. And it's the thing I do first thing I do in the day. And the reason this is my number one task is because my biggest goal right now is growing my YouTube channel and working on business. So, because of this, I'm not going to work out first thing. I'm not going to meditate first thing. The first thing I'm going to do is do the biggest needle moving thing in my business, which is recording these videos. So, the key is out of the list of all these things you can do in your morning, the key is figuring out the priority. And the way you figure out the priority is related to your goal. So a lot of it is just about simplifying shit. If you have 10 different goals right now, then that could be a part of the reason why you have a scattered morning, if you do have a scattered morning right now. So the first thing to do is figure out what your biggest goal right now is and kind of forget about every other goal until you achieve that goal and become successful at that one goal. So, yeah, that's what my morning looks like up until I make the YouTube video. Then I've sort of been playing around with going to the gym right after I make the YouTube video or continuing to do more business work like scripting YouTube videos and then do the essential habits like journaling and meditating. I've kind of been playing around with it. But what I'm finding is for me personally, I like going to the gym right after the YouTube video. So today I'm gonna record this and then go straight to the gym. But it could be different for you. And yeah, then after I go to the gym, when I was working my full-time job, I would just go straight to my full-time job. So if you have limited time in the mornings and you do have a full-time job, you you want to wake up and give yourself like a couple hours before work so that you can get high priority tasks done and move the needle in your life a little bit more. So, what are some of these needle moving tasks? Again, it relates to your goal. So if you're working a full-time job and your biggest goal is losing weight or getting back in shape, then your highest priority task in the morning is working out, nothing else, because that's your number one goal. Forget about the business, forget about the like random miscellaneous tasks that you could be doing, like checking your emails and shit, scrolling through social media. Those aren't important. What's important is doing the essential task. And the way to find the essential task is by relating it to your number one goal. So that's the key, is to find a needle moving task that you can do first thing in the morning and get it done right away. And then you can start to incorporate other things. Once you got the biggest task done, the the more time you have, you can start to add on to that, like needle moving task. Like for me, the needle moving task is recording this YouTube video. Because I have a little bit more time now, then I can go to the gym. Then I can do the reading. Then I can do the meditating. Then I can do the scripting of the YouTube videos. And then I'm ready to start actually working for the day. So, yeah, that's another thing, is when you do start to like improve your mornings, you could start to get a little carried away on these like tasks of like self-improvement tasks. So you want to make sure that it's not these like little tasks, like meditating, journaling, are not are not putting a hindrance to your work. Like your work is usually the most important thing in your life. You just want to use your mornings to help set you up for the day. So don't get too carried away with your morning routines. But yeah, I just wanted to make a simple video about morning routines, and hopefully this was clear enough on how you can actually improve your mornings. Just to summarize, you want to first of all figure out your number one goal, and then once you figure this out, forget about all the other goals, and the first thing you want to do in the morning must relate to this number one goal. So that will be your needle moving task that you can do consistently every day. And then you'll find that when you look back 30 to 60 days back, you're probably closer to achieving that goal. Once you do the needle moving task, you can start to add on like other shit, like journaling, meditating, working out if you have time. Or if your number one task is working out, then do that first thing. But hopefully this makes sense and you got at least a little bit value out of this. So, yeah, start being more consistent, start waking up earlier so that you can get these things in first thing in the morning. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you did get some value. Thank you.